So things are down there.
Can people actually see us though?
Yeah.
Can they?
Can you see us? Hiya.
Is there anybody there?
Anybody out there?
Mims is there. Mims has put a message on.
Bless her.
I wonder if it's coming up with your adverts now though. And they're like, for God's sake, skip ads.
Yeah.
Skip those ads.
Alison says hello. Hi, Alison. Hi.
Hey! I like to tell me. Hey!
We're on. We've
look at me looking like this.
Hello. Look in the camera.
Okay, that's it. Sorry.
We're professional. Cheers, everybody.
Ching ching.
Cheers.
I might have already had one of these just to make sure I'm all right.
So everybody's
oh my lord, there's loads of you. We thought we were going to be sat here in our Todd.
Is the sound
we'll just have a chat.
Is the sound okay for everybody? Thank you for joining us as well. Thank you.
Oh,
yes, okay.
Yeah, Tamlin's got a GT on the go as well, so she's having a little tipple. That's what we like to hear. Who else is having a tipple? Yes, it is a bit of Dutch courage, Rachel. How can you tell? I've just been trying to talk to Sam and I've been saying all the words all wrong. I might have only had one little tiny glass.
Look how small my glasses are as well.
I've drunk more than Sam already. Yeah. Oh, there's loads of people joining us. Actually, we're not. Oh, Rachel just said we're on a 55-inch TV.
Oh my God.
You poor bugger, you.
I'll stand back. I'll sit back.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we're massive on your television. I dread to think.
A tipple of tea.
Oh, Elaine, go on. Yeah. Hey, there's loads of you. There's 95 of you so far.
Oh
my goodness.
It's going up, yeah.
Fancy the something there for us, by the way. Give over, Michelle, a 70-inch TV. Oh, no way. Can anybody advance on 70 inches?
Shannon says it's morning, so it's tea, so yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah, we're on somebody else's big screen too as well.
Love what you're wearing. Oh, thank you, Noella.
Hi, Mishi. That's my lovely friend I work with. She's logged on as well.
So Ruan's got a liner on, I think.
I've got my liner on today.
Yeah.
I thought I'd dress up for you girls, you know, and boys. What do you think? Well, you never know. Adam might be here. Yeah. You might be showing one for lads.
Yeah. I've got the Boxy Tee on.
Yeah. So Sammy's going to talk to us about the Boxy Tee a bit.
So that's a freebie. So I'll talk to you all about that a bit later. Shall we get started then, since we've got 145 people watching? Oh my goodness me. It's weird.
So professional. Yeah, it's really bizarre. But anyway, we talked to Rachel about doing the live because Rachel's obviously done hers from Stitched Up, doing hers so long. So she's given us advice on what we need to do, and it's worked. Yeah. So thank you.
Thanks,
thank you,
Rachel. Yeah, thank you so much.
Adam is here, he says.
Oh, bless him.
Yay! Hi, Adam. Look at you here with all these women.
Yeah.
You lucky devil, you.
Claire's got a GMT, fantastic.
That's what we like to see. Yeah. Everybody's having a bit of a tipple, so that's brilliant.
And
right.
Louise is here as well, fantastic.
Okay.
I can't say hello to everybody else, it'd be like a Radio 1 show, wouldn't it?
Put your questions and answers in now. Yeah.
Don't start any questions yet, we'll just do a little bit of like an
a
précis. Is that what they call it? A précis.
That in that very broad Yorkshire accent, yes. We might need to talk a bit more possibly understand.
My French accent was very good the other day.
Really?
Didn't tell my Yorkshire accent was good. Cheeky Baileys, Deborah.
Right. We can't beat a Baileys.
So I presume you're all here because you're interested in the little challenge that Ruan and I are doing in March. Not now.
Yeah, this is just leading up to it.
It's leading up to it. So yeah, we're starting early this year. Last year we started 1st of March with the vlogging team. Yeah, and we found that quite a few of the vloggers were having to put their vlogs out the day that
that we were pretty much releasing the dresses.
It seemed a little bit unfair, didn't it? So we started a week or two early, and we're going to finish the vlogging team a week early as well. Yes, so that people have still got time. I know a lot of the vloggers that are towards the end might want to pre-record because they'll want to have time to actually do everything that they need to do. But at least this way, then there's a full. I think there's about a week, isn't there, between the last vlogger and when we'll actually be. Obviously, everybody will be putting all their posts up hopefully on the 31st of March. So
that's the plan. And then obviously we had so many people, so many amazing bloggers saying that they wanted to be part of it. We were kind of thinking, are people going to be bothered this year? But we kind of thought the success of it last year was down to the fact that it was COVID, didn't we?
Yeah.
And this year we're like, people probably not going to bother. It's going to be doing other things. Yeah. And then all these amazing bloggers said, no, we want to take part.
Yeah.
So that's why there's 2 every day. But I think that's really good because it puts so many different perspectives on it. And because it's been opened up now, I think that's going to work really well, hopefully. Yeah. So if someone can't find a free pattern, there's something wrong with
something wrong with
them. Basically.
Somewhat up with you.
Yeah.
So try not to knock the table. So yeah, there are only 4 rules to our little challenge. It is a challenge, so there's got to be some sort of parameters.
Yeah.
So the first one is find a free garment pattern. Not a free garment, a free garment pattern.
I want some free garments, if you don't mind. Where can I find these free garments?
So we've opened it up to all garments this year, not just dresses. So
we love dresses and we loved the whole frugal frocks because it just sounded great.
We like a bit of alliteration, don't we?
And people will know we were trying to come up with some sort of name this year because we just thought, you know what, it'll open it up to everybody because not everybody wants to just wear dresses, and a lot of people don't sew dresses because they're just not, it's not their kind of thing, which is absolutely fine. I just said that's a shame. I was going to make myself a maxi.
You can do, Adam. There's nothing to stop you.
Please do, so that we can see that on the 31st of March. That's it. That's your challenge now, Adam. Sorry, we've set it for you.
Yeah.
Amongst all of these people.
Yeah. All these witnesses.
Yeah. So we just thought it would be a lot better to include more people, basically, so that
more inclusive.
Yeah, everyone. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm a glass and a half into Prosecco, so it's not happening. Yes.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So next one is sew fabric only from your stash. So we'll elaborate a little bit on that a bit later, but we're just wanting people to use what they've got essentially. I mean, it's just more stash. You know, find that bit of fabric that's been bugging you. This has been in my stash for years. Obviously, I can't take part, despite all the lovely.
Damn it.
All the lovely prizes. But yeah, stash fabric, and we will elaborate a little bit on that a bit later on what's allowed, because we've had some questions asked on Instagram, so we'll go on to those as well.
Yeah.
And the garment has got to be made in March, so you can certainly get your patterns sorted now. You can get them printed and what have you, but it's got to be sewn in March. And the reveal date is the 31st of March, so it's just those 4 rules, really, if you like, what you read.
Oh, look, Karen said, who doesn't have a stash since COVID? You're quite right, Karen. Can it be from a stash in a shop? Guess who's written that?
Is that Philippa by any chance?
No. It can't be.
She's come up as fabricating her field as well. I thought she'd have come up as pug lady, mad pug lady. We'd have to find out who it is. Yeah.
Right.
So no stash from your shop, Philippa, or whoever else is watching.
Although we'd like to say that you could, but absolutely not.
Yeah.
Rachel from Stitchel says, I don't have much of a stash, I might struggle.
And that is the funniest thing I've heard all day. All week.
Literally, she could go dive in that spare room. Literally, just go like that,
not
grab something and pull it out, and she'll have something, won't she? Claire says she could open a shop with her stash.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Alex has put pants on fire, Rachel.
Oh, Alex is back from the pictures. What did you go see, Alex?
Was it good? Because I'm going to the cinema next week, and I need some recommendations. Yeah, everybody's laughing at Rachel's stash at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I like the fact that we've got some notes here that we've written down. We are prepped. I would say we.
Yeah.
Sam's prepped most of this.
I've got my pen.
I've just added about 3 lines to it, to be honest. I like the fact that on point number 3, which is make a garment in March, she's put in brackets, no cheating. I mean, obviously, we're not the police and we're not going to know, but be honest, people.
Yeah.
You know,
you're only cheating yourself, as your math teacher used to say.
Yes.
When you looked at Rachel's, not somebody else's.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had loads and loads of questions that have already come through to us, obviously, on Instagram, and we've had stuff on our community tabs on YouTube. So we will get into kind of the question answer side of it, but we wanted to talk about kind of the spirit of the challenge, really,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
Because
how it came about.
Yeah, so obviously last year it came about because we were all pretty much stuck, weren't we, for doing things. And obviously Sam does her Frugal Friday, so Sam's channel is all about trying to do things at a lower cost and making things accessible for people. So that's kind of how it organically came about. I like that word.
Yeah.
I'm quite proud of myself. And that's kind of how it came about. And we just banded the idea about, really. And we were just going to do a bit of a collab between the two of us. Genuinely, we were going to just the two of us, and we kind of said, "Oh, should we open up, see if anybody else is interested out of the vloggers, and just see?" And it went from there. And then we were like, "Oh, should we see if we can get some prizes?" And it kind of got really crazy. But it was at a time where we had a lot of time.
Yeah, that's right.
And we obviously understand that people probably don't have as much time as they used to. But what we do kind of know is that most people I've got a big stash now. That sounds really wrong. Most people got a big stash.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I didn't before COVID have that much of a stash, and now I've got a stupid amount of fabric. But the spirit of this whole challenge is to try and open up to everybody the world of free patterns, really, I would say.
Find some new pattern designers, just have a look. You might have a pattern that you're desperate to use and your Auntie Maud might have given you it, but just watch some of the videos. You'll be surprised at how many pattern designers are out there that you've never heard of, that that they've got something that might just be your jam, as the youth call it. But yeah, I'm impressed. As a representative young person in the room.
Marie G says, I work in a fabric store, so I don't dare stash, but I have received a small stash from a lady who had to move into a smaller place so she can participate this time.
Hey.
That's what we like to hear. Yeah. But if you have to go and rip up your second duvet cover, then do it.
Second best.
We all have another duvet cover, don't we, that we don't like as much.
Yeah.
So, you can always do things like that.
Yeah.
You can maybe make something out of, I don't know, towel or something. You never know.
That's not completely.
You never know.
Yeah.
People can be, what's the word? I don't know. I'll have another one of these.
Inventive? Creative, is that the word?
Yeah, that's the one. Inventive, that type of thing.
There's no turbans because we're not doing accessories.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
So
basically the idea is to go out there and find some new pattern designers, really, isn't it? Rip down your own curtains, Rachel said. Whatever works for you.
With the wind, yes. Yeah. Scarlett O'Hara, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of it. So there are some questions that will come kind of later.
Yeah.
That we'll address about that as well, because I know a lot of people kind of want to know specifically what works and what doesn't. But, we're here to have fun at the end of the day. That's what we've got to remember.
Just those 4 rules, really. Free pattern, sew from your stash, sew it in March, and reveal on the 31st of March. So that's it. Boom. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, bye then. Right, and we're done.
But we have set some extra guidelines for any of the vloggers, which are a little bit different in that we've just asked the vloggers, the people who are doing the vlogs for inspiration, not to perhaps use patterns from magazines and things like that, just for them to inspire everybody else of what's available, really. So,
definitely. I think the idea of those videos is to hopefully give inspiration to everybody of what is actually out there. We can all make lots of different things, can't we, that we've had. But what we've kind of said to the vloggers is, would you mind showing things that are readily available to anybody, rather than you might have something that's free in your house, but then you're showing it to everybody and they might be like, well, I haven't got that. So we've So we've kind of asked politely, a bit of guidance for the vloggers to just talk about only patterns that are available to anybody, or self-drafting, that type of thing. So that is different though, potentially for the people that are actually going to take part, not just the vloggers, if that makes sense.
Karen's saying, I've done a table with all my free patterns. I've got loads of Ruan Sam.
There you go. If you've been watching Frugal Fridays, you should have no problem, basically.
Definitely.
So, someone's saying here as well, can we use an old garment and upcycle?
Oh.
Ooh, I quite like that. Yeah. I'm all right with that.
I'm all right with that. Yeah.
Use what you've got.
Use what you've got, kid. Yeah.
We're all up for recycling and upcycling and all that type of thing, because at the end of the day, if it's free, then be as inventive as you can.
As long as you're not using a pattern to upcycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that was the next one, was self-drafting. A few people have asked about self-drafting. Go for it. It's a long and short of it. You've got to possibly have a bodice block or something like that to do true self-drafting, but I think for most of us we just wing it, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I never wing it. I'd never do something like that. But you can go through as well, or last year's vlogs as well to get inspiration. But with over 70 vloggers this year, then hopefully somebody will hit on something that will work for you without a doubt.
Myrtle's raiding her hairing cupboard as we speak. Are you going to get?
She's getting towels out.
If you watch Stitchless TV, she did actually do a really fantastic upcycle with some towels. She made a really nice jacket.
There you go. I must have known that. I must have actually known that.
You must have done, Should you make something for yourself, or could you make something for someone else? Let's say your kids or partner. Absolutely. Is it Lisa? I think I can never say to Shirley, but absolutely. Make it for whoever you want. Yeah. It does have to be a garment. So make for the children, make for your partner. I'm sure they'll be chuffed to bits.
Yeah, absolutely. I
know mine would be.
Yeah, I'm not doing it though.
No, so for yourself.
Forget it. Not bothered. No, definitely you can sew for anybody you like, as long as it's a garment we do not mind.
Alex says prize winners being picked at random. Absolutely, unless you want to come and judge them all, Alex.
I think we were a bit shocked, weren't we, last year? We were a bit like, oh,
we had 700 people last year, so there's no way.
And obviously,
I'd love to judge it, but no, I think it's a bit more sort of inclusive.
I think the thing is as well, we're doing this, aren't we, for the fun element of it. So if someone wins a prize, it's a bonus. What we don't want to do is rate what people have done. I know other people do that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I do appreciate that on some challenges that works really well.
Yeah.
But I think for our challenge, this is all about everybody having a go, everybody having a bit of fun. And if something happens at the end of it and you get a prize, then Bob's your uncle and Betty's your aunt, basically. But
Yeah. So so anything at all, oat sheets, anything like that. We've got a couple of hashtags for people to use. So last year we did find it a little bit overwhelming, didn't we? We've
debated this, haven't we, back and forwards a bit. Yeah.
So the hashtag for the reveal is hashtag can't even say that
as well.
Hashtag SoFrugal22. But if you want to post what your works in progress or whatever people want to call them, whips, we've bagged. I say we've bagged. I don't know how you bag a hashtag, but nobody else is using this one. So it's a hashtag SoFrugalWhip. So that's WIP. I think I might have linked that down below. If I've not, I'll put it at the end. But if you want to sort of put your plans on Instagram.
We thought it'd be really nice because what happened is last year there was so many people that actually entered, but obviously everybody was also putting a lot of their progress pictures on as well with the same hashtag. And then when we came to actually analysing it all on the 31st of March, we were like, oh my God. And then we didn't want to double count people, if that makes sense. So if there's anything that you're doing that is talking about it in progress, if you could put SoFrugal22 WIP, then that'd be great. And then just SoFrugal22 when you do your actual announcement on the 31st of March of what you've done, because then it'll just make it a lot easier for us. I mean, don't worry, we will be going through it all anyway. But that would definitely make it a lot easier for us.
Yeah, H is asking, could I enter myself and also use my Instagram to enter another sewist who doesn't have an Insta account?
That's a good question.
That's a good way of doing it for people who haven't got an Instagram account, because each entry on that 31st will be a separate entry. So
And someone's asking, can you do more than one item?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do as many as you want, as long as you put them on a separate Instagram post.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened last year, there were some people that put, when you put an Instagram post on, you can put layers on, so you can put 4 photos on the same Instagram post.
It's called the carousel, is it?
Oh, is it?
It's got something like that.
Are you making that up? I've never heard of that. Ooh, that's a bit posh. Yeah, a lot of people were putting that on and then we didn't notice it. So if you're doing more than one item, if you could just put a separate Instagram post for each item, that would be wonderful.
Sarah's saying, I got a pattern and fabric in mind, but realise I might not have any buttons. If I get some tomorrow, will that class as stashing? Yeah, we're not talking about buttons and haberdashery,
things like that. If you need something, like if you can find something from somewhere else or take a zip out of a dress that you hate, and stuff like that, then more kudos to you. But we do appreciate that sometimes there might be the odd thing that people do need to purchase that's an accessory to the pattern, but we would prefer it if you didn't, obviously. But we're not the police. We're not going to be coming and searching your house.
Ruan, you're going to wear a disguise, weren't you?
I was going to come with a tash and a hat and a monocle, but
we're not the sewing police.
Sam wouldn't let me. Rude.
So it's not judged. Wearable toiles, I think, would be okay as well if you feel that you just want to give something a bash. Not right sure whether you're going to like it or not. Yeah, definitely a wearable toile would be fine.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Yeah. Alex says a takeaways here. What have you ordered, Alex? I've not had any dinner and I've had 2 glasses of Prosecco.
So Alex's video and Shirley's videos are both up first tomorrow, aren't they? Tomorrow.
They are.
Starting,
It's actually kicking off. Yeah. Oh, and someone else has asked a question about. She says, I've already made the Vera top by Forget Me Not Patterns by Sam's recommendation. Can I make a hacked version as a dress? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
It's a free pattern. Yeah,
absolutely. Crack on. Yeah. In fact, the more the merrier like that. Hack away.
Hack away. As long as what you're hacking is a free pattern to start off with. Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, Shirley says hers is ready as well. So hers is scheduled for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Fantastic.
Good.
Just want to ask, am I the only girly swat who's taking notes? Can't answer that, George.
I think there will be. This will be available afterwards, so we'll be all right. You can refer back to it. It's not a problem.
In fact, the more times you watch it, the better, really.
Tamlin. What's that? That's a secret.
What's that?
As long as you don't have any wine, When we met up, I was a little bit poorly. Yeah. Just a little bit poorly, It was worth it.
We're drinking wine with fizz in it, don't count, does it?
So my social thread's asking, will you announce the daily vloggers on your Instagram? Absolutely. And for any of the vloggers that are watching this, don't forget that I'm putting all of the graphics up on the Facebook page, which is the Sewing Vlogger Support Group. If you're not part of that already, please do go over there because it makes it a lot easier for me to coordinate, because obviously there's over 70 of us this year. So if you are a vlogger on here and you're not part of that group, please do go over and join that group, because all the visuals will be there for you to be able to download and then use at your pleasure as well on Instagram. So,
yeah. So Sarah's just saying that she did a hack last year.
Brilliant. Fun. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Yeah. That's exactly what we want to promote, really, isn't it? I mean, I'm not a big hacker, but if I hacked, then I would. But, you know. So that was. I think we ended up diverting there.
Well, it was a question that came up on Instagram, and it's come up quite a few times. But drafting's absolutely fine.
So Lynn's asking, how long does a fabric have to be in your stash to count? We would ask just from this point onwards. I think. I mean, that is one of our questions we've got further down here. Actually, people have kind of said from what date. You know, is it from the 1st of March? And I'm like, no, don't be going out. You naughty people, I know what you're doing. You're trying to find an excuse to go buy fabric before the 1st of March. No. Let's have a look. So Joey saying, hi Ruan Sam, can we use the visuals for our YouTube videos? Yeah, absolutely.
That's what they're there for,
go for it. Use them as much as you want. So you crack on. But so if you are using something from your stash, you've got to have already had it right now. Yeah, people.
Preferably 5 years ago.
Preferably the older the better.
Dust off that bit of fabric that you just don't know what to do with and get it used.
Absolutely. Because I think that's the thing for me. I'm going through my stash now and going, well, actually, there's things that I bought before I really got into sewing properly. That I bought that I'm like, why did I buy that? Why did I buy that? And now I'm thinking, actually, how can I use that as part of this challenge? So that's what we'd like. We'd like you to explore your stash and start using it, basically. So someone's put lots of good questions. Love the loophole fabric buying questions. Shirley says one of hers is 6 years old. Brilliant. That is exactly what we want to see. We want to see loads of people stash fabric out there, basically, in the wild, don't we? Oh,
Somebody.
Someone's just said that they've had apple pie and custard brought to them.
Oh,
Where's our apple pie and custard?
My husband's at pub, he ain't bringing any apple pie.
Typical Yorkshire.
Absolutely no chance.
Right, what else have we got on here?
Plus size. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, you're all right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're back on guidelines, aren't we? Yeah. Double dipping. A few people have asked to because there's quite a few other challenges going on in March.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two that I can think. Well, I'll talk about one, and that's Jen Legs. So the look, is it called?
So recreate the look.
As far as I know, she's doing it in March. She was supposed to do it in February.
Yeah, but I think they're a bit poorly.
Yeah. So as far as I know, that's going ahead in March. If you can find a free pattern to recreate the look and fabric from your stash,
oh yes,
absolutely, go for it. Or
I bet I might even be doing that as well. So I think that's a really good idea.
Pinterest, yeah.
I think I'm going to do recreate the look in March as well. You know, because I haven't got enough on.
No, well,
because I said I was going to do it last year, and then I didn't do it last year. So I've actually got mine prepped and ready.
Yeah. You've got that jacket, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not a free pattern. Thought you were going
to yeah, no, it isn't.
That's
a good point. But what we were talking about earlier about what I might do for my video is all free patterns, so I'll get out of that. But anyway, I am making that as part of their challenge separately. And then there's also Sew Yellow Friendo, which is being done by Jess from So What If I Sew as well, which is about making an item of clothing in just the colour yellow, basically. She's got a different release date to us, though, I think.
Oh, sure.
Is release date the right word? I don't know. When you actually upload launch date, or no, what's the end date?
Oh, right.
I don't know. That date. Submission date, that type of thing. Anyway. So she has got something that's going on there, and that's all about raising awareness of endometriosis. So head on over to her channel, have a look as well, because I'm also taking part in that as well. I'm saying all this now. We'll get to the end of March and be like, I'm not going to do it now.
But it's a really good challenge to get involved with, is that. Somebody's just said we missed when to post you finished garment.
Yeah.
31st March.
If you want to post pictures of your progress, though, before that, feel free. But if you could use the other hashtag, which is
Philippa shouting, reveal date!
Reveal date is the 31st of March. But if you want to post pictures of progress, just use that other hashtag, which is So Frugal Whip. Work in progress.
Not a whip.
Yes, not as in not that kind of whip.
That kind of
work in progress.
WIP.
Just so that we can differentiate. And it'd be really nice if even if you're sharing progress pictures, you don't show the whole thing until the 31st of March. It's a nice surprise, because there was nothing better than waking up in the morning of the 31st of March.
Your phone going.
I remember being at work being like that. I can't possibly work today. I'm like this at my phone constantly. I was staring at it the whole time. So
I've got Philippa listening, so obviously I had my phone switched off.
Yeah, obviously. So 31st of March is the actual reveal date where you use So Frugal 22. But if you could use So Frugal 22 whip, or whichever way around, we'll put it in the description box below. If you could use that, that would be really, really good.
It just keeps it all out of that.
So do it. Emma says, I have some satin from Mood NYC. Over 10 years old.
Get it sewn, Emma.
It's really sheer and white, almost like lining. What are you going to do with it then? Come on, girl. Let's get creative.
Some beach wear.
Oh, nice. Or, like a nice little throw over.
Yeah.
We're liking that as well. Wait a minute. Flat Battery Mates is, what's she saying? I'm having a crack at recreate the look this year. And So Yellow Friendo, it may or may not be a yellow gingham blazer. Is that right? I know, Jojo. I know that me and you have got the same taste in that. So yes, you need to do that as well, and then we can twin, can't we, on the gingham blazers? So
definitely.
Oh wow! Someone said my husband just purchased a real whip to scare the crows.
Is that how you scare
crows? I don't know if you need to be on a different channel. I don't understand what's happening here. And someone says, going through my fabrics and realising there's fabric that's nearly 20 years old.
Oh, so you've got Laura Ashley. Oh, lovely.
Date on selvage is 1979. I was born in 1978. Stop that off now. That's ridiculous. Go for it. Oh, Emma says it's from her honeymoon.
Oh, make it, Emma.
Oh, yeah. Do something with that. Make it as precious as that, isn't it?
It's no good sat in your drawer. That's what I say about stash fabric. It's doing no good whatsoever. Get it sewn up.
I think that's the problem with me. I have some stuff in my stash that's just so beautiful. I'm so scared to use it. And I need to not, because I know people have said, you know, when they've got beautiful fabric, make sure that you use that for something special. And I get that, but then you could be 20 years down the line and it's still in that cupboard. And it's like sometimes, well, it needs to be released into the open, doesn't it? You know.
Make it take up room in your wardrobe and not in your drawer.
Michelle Sears again says, I only started sewing after COVID started, so my oldest fabric is less than 2 years old, but I still have plenty to choose.
Yes, I know, Michelle.
Well done. Well done, Michelle. That's what we like.
And you've got rid of some as well, I think.
I've got some fabric from my mum's stash from 30 years ago. Oh, that is so beautiful. Someone's asking about time zones, actually, about the reveal date starting. Don't worry too much about time zones. No, it's GMT or late. No, we're not bothered about no.
You're already on Saturday.
Don't worry too much about that. We understand that there's different time zones. So the 31st of March, whichever that lands on for you, we're completely cool with it.
We sort of went a good 12 to 24 hours before and after, I think, last year.
Yeah, absolutely. So we won't miss you.
What we don't want is people revealing sort of mid-March, and because it's too much for us to handle. And it's just it's not fair. Really, so for the vloggers as well, just to be clear, the videos that you're doing, they are inspiration videos. That you can do a reveal video on or after the 31st.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic. We're not scheduling that.
No. Oh God, no.
Do you not want to do that as well? Another spreadsheet.
No, leave me alone. Can't possibly do that.
But no, do that on your part of your monthly makes or whatever. But
absolutely. So feel free if anybody wants to do any type of video. I also had a question from a couple of people that are starting vlogging only recently as well, and they've kind of said, look, I know I've missed the schedule for the official schedule, but is there any problem with me actually doing a video? By all means, crack on. That's absolutely fine.
Use the hashtag.
And then people will hopefully come to your channel anyway. It's just that the fact that we had to have some sort of deadline because the amount of admin it takes to kind of manage it. But if you've just started a YouTube channel and you want to do your own inspiration video, then brilliant. You crack on. And hopefully people will start coming to your channel as well. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and if you use a hashtag and I spot it, or just let me know, and I will put it in the playlist. Yeah. That's fine. I will be doing a playlist again. There is a playlist for last year's videos, and we'll do a playlist for reveals as well.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I need to do that. Did I do that last time?
It's on mine, so
I think on 31st of March. I need to go have a lie down in a dark room.
Somebody's saying they've got some 1930s Bakelite buttons. That's fantastic. I got some from a nursing uniform.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I always feel buttons, a bit jealous of people, that inherit their like grandma's button box.
Yes.
And then they're like looking through it, and I'm like, I never had anything like that. And I really wish I had done.
You can see mine there. Those pink tins there.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't
have anything like that.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have money, to be fair, but I get one.
Rather inheritance, but about boxes, fair.
Yeah, whatever.
So what else have we got?
I think that's it. Oh, Jeanette was saying on Instagram, how many times can you enter, and can it be children's wear? Yes, it can be children's wear, definitely.
Yes.
And enter as many times as you like.
Yeah, and someone else had asked as well, can it be a pattern that's given to you? That's part of that first thing that we kind of said.
Yeah.
We'd prefer it if not. We'd prefer it if it was readily available to anybody. Obviously, there's patterns that come on sewing magazines, and we understand, crack on if you've got a massive stash of magazine patterns. But we would prefer it if, say, for example, someone gifted you a Tilly and the Buttons indigo dress, because what happens then? I'll let you know. If you make that indigo dress because it's free to you, and then people message me directly and go, what's that woman doing making an indigo dress? It's not a free pattern. And I go, I'm sorry, I don't know. I haven't been to a house and checked that it's free. I'm really sorry. So, we would prefer it if not. But do you know what? If it gets to a point where you're really struggling and that's the only way that you can make something to join in, we're not going to say no to anybody really, are we? We would just prefer it if it was something that's readily available to everybody. But you do you, and we won't come and spy on you. So it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Rachel's coming round to Claire's coming round to Rachel's next year and just shopping for.
I've already told her I'm coming round to her house. Yeah. She said she don't even know what's in the spare room. I'm like, I could steal anything from there, and she would never know.
We could all have a dib on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not make any dent in it. We're not amending the challenge next year to so frugal. We're raising Rachel. Raiding, I think she means. I don't know, Rachel. I think it sounds fair to me.
Yeah, I don't understand what's the problem. We could all go to Rachel's stash and all be able to sew up something for free, wouldn't we?
Yeah. So somebody was asking whether there would be any vloggers focusing on size inclusive patterns. I did a little, I don't know if anybody saw it, I did a little questionnaire on my community page asking whether we wanted size inclusive, pattern free, patterns for beginners, and I think there was something else, wasn't there? Well, one were just sort of particular garments, I think.
That's right, whether it was a certain type, wasn't it?
The size inclusive came top, so that's what my video next Friday will be focusing on.
Brilliant.
For size inclusive. But if anybody else wants to do that,
I can see here Michelle Searles again is saying she's going to focus on plus size patterns. That's really, because that's the whole point of this. We do appreciate that some free patterns aren't size inclusive. So Do It Emma's doing exactly the same. So that's brilliant. We've got some people that are on the lineup this year that will really open that up, which we're really happy about. I know I'm a lot more conscious about that now when I'm looking at stuff. When I'm talking about patterns in any of my vlogs, I'm much more aware of whether it's inclusive or not. So that'd be really good.
I think it's just helpful for anybody when they're talking about a pattern, just to give what the top size range is.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
for everybody.
And the bottom size as well, isn't it? Because I've noticed a lot when I've been looking at patterns that actually they start at a certain time and a certain measurement, and some people are like, well, I'm actually below that. And I've also looked at free patterns where I'm only a size, if that sounds wrong, I'm a size 14, I think the average size of a woman is like 16, 18. And I'm actually out of the range of some free patterns, and I'm less than an average size woman, which is ridiculous, isn't it? So I do think that there's a lot of companies now, though, that are so much more aware of that. And even in the free patterns, when I've been looking recently, there's such a breadth of measurements. I'm like, that is just spot on. So we will have people. We've got vloggers that are going to be concentrating on that, which I think's.
And somebody's saying, can I use a free men's pattern? Absolutely, Great, that's great. And if there's any vloggers out there that want to focus on men's patterns, that would be fantastic, because I think that's an area that gets missed quite a lot.
Someone's saying, I have some patterns that were free but they're not free anymore, are they okay? Again, that's one of those things where we kind of say we'd prefer it if not, but do you know what, if it's the only thing and you think, God, that's what I've been looking to make for a long time.
In what way were they free? So what, in what way were they free and they're not now? Did you get them on a buy one get one free or something like that? There's tons out there. We've got another 2 weeks before the start of March with people bringing up videos, so
hopefully there will be something in there that would actually suit you regardless.
Somebody's saying, are there any free patterns for men? Yes, absolutely, there's tons. Even I've noticed that, but not that I'm making anything for my husband, because when he told me that shirt I made him look like Elvis. That was it. It was dead to me. Not so is Elvis, as it happens.
Okay.
We should be laughing about that.
No, we shouldn't be laughing about
Love Elvis.
So I have a pattern from Mimi G that she gave away free but has taken it back. I think I might know what you mean. I think you're talking maybe the Jessica dress.
Jessica dress.
I actually downloaded that when that was free.
Use that.
She's
I'm just making a decision. Go on.
Crack on. Absolutely. So Fat Battery Makes, you're just saying, I'm thinking about hunting out free vintage and historical for folk who want to maybe start getting into those genres without laying out a fortune and sewing for my hubby. Wow.
Printed off a historical pattern today from a company that I've never heard of. It wasn't a free pattern, but what was it called? Something Laughing Moon or something. Might be worth having a look on there, see if they've got any freebies.
Someone else is saying, can we include patterns where designers have a pay what you can option?
Like Peppermint Magazine.
And like Clyde pants from Elizabeth Susan. I don't know what that is.
Elizabeth Suzanne, the Clyde pants were free. I've got them free. She's released quite a few now. I think there's about 5 now, where it's you can pay nothing if your circumstances mean that you can't afford. You can pay, I think it was $7 and then $15. I think $15 would be the correct price. I think $7 would be a reduced price.
Yeah.
You can pay $30 and pay one on for somebody.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
I probably won't do it.
No, that's really we're from Yorkshire, lads, so we won't be doing that. But
Christine Sozelot says there's going to be loads of people helping Rachel out for a start.
Yeah.
And then the Stitchy wife saying she's also going to be trying to focus on a bit of men patterns
Fantastic,
as well. And Adam Soers is saying there's loads of men's patterns, and he's got a whole list of them that he's going to include in his launch description. So
fab. Thanks, Adam.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Adele from Sofa Serenity asked about said something about dog patterns. No, we're not going to include pets or accessories. No. So hats, scarves, pets, things.
Yeah.
We don't mind if you want to include them in your video, but as long as the people that are watching it know that they can't submit that as their final thing. Because obviously
do another video about that.
Yeah, do another video about your dog clothes.
Stage your next video sorted.
Someone else has said that they like the fact that the rules are changing the more wine we drink.
Yeah, keep us on for another hour. It's
quite right, Sally. Yeah, we'll be like, do what you want, we don't mind. So anyway,
what did I put up here about? There's got to be some parameters, otherwise it'd be called "Met what you like with what you like."
I love that. What did you put? Otherwise it'd be called "So out you like, when you like, and go buy all the fabric." She didn't think that was catchy enough. But anyway, someone's also asking, are all the free patterns PDF only? Most of them are, aren't they? Because that's the whole reason.
So some of them are A0, some of them are projector. That's the thing for projector.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
please charades now.
Love Notions have got projector files, and lots of them have got A0. But if you mean downloadable, as in PDF, as opposed
most
to
of them are the free patterns, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the other thing as well about the pay what you can, it's the same with Peppermint Magazine, isn't it? You know, they do ask for a donation, and that's totally up to you if you want to do that. Yeah. You know, normally we would encourage that because people are actually putting a lot of effort into drafting all of these patterns and submitting them, and we all get all that beautiful use out of them. That's totally up to you. You can still use anything from Peppermint Magazine. If you choose to donate, that is completely up to you. Yeah. But that is still a free pattern that's available to everybody. So that's
that same with the Elizabeth Suzanne one. Yeah.
And Halesmore Sewing say last year she made the Stitch Sisters caftan, which was measurement based and no print, and I did the same. I made that same caftan. Yeah. In a pineapple fabric.
That'd be good for
so you know, there's and I think there's some you know, like what do you call it? No zero waste patterns, isn't there? Where you don't need necessarily to print anything. That was my self-drafting. So I think there's a lot of things you could do to be inventive around that.
That was my sort of one of my options for the videos. Was pattern free. So there are ways of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Stitch Sisters do also have dungarees. Yeah, they do. It's just draft yourself. So there's a few patterns where it's just squares. A lot of zero waste ones. It's just squares.
Someone else asked as well, can you use a pattern you already own? Absolutely, but only if it's free. Yeah. So if you've got something like I've made the Monroe turtleneck before, I've made the Mandy Boat tee before, I've made all those before. As long as you've got it already, that's as long as it's readily available to everybody. Then
but it had to be a free pattern to start off with.
So Sarah says, I don't have a question, but I love you too. Can't wait to get started.
I love everybody.
My glass is actually empty.
Do you want me to go home?
No, I honestly don't. Not right now. To think what's going to happen. But yeah, people are saying there's loads of drafted, self-drafted patterns as well. So go for it.
No excuses.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. So what else have we got going on here? So shall we talk a bit about
prizes? Oh, codes. Oh, yes.
Some prizes.
Yes. We've got some freebies for you. Oh, we've got a freebie for you. This.
I wonder what you were doing there. This.
Donna at Size Me Sewing has very, very kindly allowed everybody that's part of this challenge the free Boxy Florence Tee or Florence Boxy Tee. I've just turned dyslexic. Which is, I sewed it up last night in an hour. I'll stand up.
Yeah, stand up and give us a twirl. I should have worn a free pattern. I can't believe I didn't wear a free pattern. Well, you could have had your French tuck again.
So yeah, it just
how nice is that though?
Just comes to the hip.
I can't wait to make that.
Very loose fitting, just a drop shoulder, short sleeve, no bands to faff about with. Literally sewed it up in an hour. So the code for that is Ruan.
The code for that is Frugaltee.
Yeah.
FRUGALTEE.
It's down below. If anybody wants that.
Yeah.
So she's very kindly. And
how good is that?
Put up her prize as well.
Do you know what? No, she's given us that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
she did prizes last
she gave us a prize last year. Yeah. When I tapped her up this year.
But I thought,
Donna, Yorkshire lass, come on, give us a prize. She was like, how about I give you a free download for everybody? I was like, wow.
Pattern Union have also got 50% off their Edith smock. Now, the Edith smock is a zero waste pattern, and there's tons and tons of options. You can't use it for this challenge because it's not free with 50% off. But she has put some prizes up as well.
She has.
And I did have a little word with Sarah, and she did say, you know, she was really happy to get involved with it, but can you just say to people how much hard work it is to put together free patterns and what have you. She says there's nothing more downheartening for people to troll her website, download everything that's free. And she does have. She's got a fantastic jumpsuit on there that's free.
Oh, I've seen that. I've not bought anything from Pattern Union before, but I have looked at that.
She's got a fantastic.
I think Michelle from So Bunny's made some part of. Sure. I think she had do they do a skirt as well and a top as well? I think so. I think Michelle did all free. But I've noticed that jumpsuit's free. Yeah. So there's that 50% off, and that's So Frugal 22, and I think that's down below as well. I can't see down below, so there's probably nothing there. There's probably nothing there, but we'll add it later if there isn't.
And then Philippa has given us the 20% off printing patterns again this year. Yeah. So thanks, Philippa, and.
She's probably signed off.
Yeah. She'll have done it. It's past her bedtime quarter now. She'll go.
Rachel from Stitch Up says she loves that fabric and it's got leaves on it. Obviously, she would love it.
Yeah, thought you'd like this, Rachel. Yeah. But Dewsbury Market. Was
it? Yeah. Do you know I haven't been to Dewsbury Market for fabric. I'm stupid. I need to get it done.
Had it years and years, and I don't know. Somebody asked if it's a viscose jersey. No, I think it's got some sort of poly content in it, but I don't know what.
Looks good, that's all that matters, really, isn't it?
Talk with Anita, I want asking questions.
So prize-wise, we've been literally blown out of the park, haven't we, this year? I mean, obviously, we're Yorkshire, so we're cheeky and we've asked for stuff, you know.
On Cadge.
She's on Cadge
all
the time. So we've contacted a lot of the people that obviously donated a prize to us last year, and majority of people have been really kind.
Put their heads down and
most people have been like, who is that person? Leave me alone. But we have got a lot of prizes, more than we even had last year, which is absolutely amazing. So we are really, really lucky with that. We've got over 30 different sponsors, which is mind-boggling.
And some of them have sort of done more than one prize. So there's over 40 prizes altogether. So there's something for everybody.
Absolutely. So I just think if you enter, you've got the chance of actually winning a prize as well.
Yeah,
don't get better than that, does it?
Yeah, so shall we run quickly through the prizes, or can you remember them?
Sure.
There's lots of PDF patterns, so we've not addressed this, but it is open internationally. You don't have to be from Yorkshire. It helps.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Let me get this out.
But we've got. I'll start with this one.
Yes.
Talco have donated 5. This is the old one. I'm assuming they're going to send me. This is one that I bought. She said, "Did you get that free?" I said, "No, I've actually bought it."
You got that from Philippa.
This is the first one. They've donated 5 of these. They're sending them to my home address, so you might not get them as prizes. But Yorkshire, the home of property. Yeah. Yes, Adam, you're right.
Andrea says we are now the cheeky girls. So we have got, so over 30 people, 30 companies that are going to do it. So we've got Minerva Crafts.
So that was won by Becky last year.
Yeah,
so and they're happy to send abroad? Because Becky was in America.
I think somebody had asked that earlier, actually. Sorry, and we skipped past that. Are there international prizes? Absolutely. We've got PDF patterns. We've got bundles that people are willing to send internationally as well, which is really, really nice. So, we're quite lucky with that. We've got Lush Cloth as well. We've got the Dressmaker's Closet. We have got Pattern Fantastique, Vicky Sews, who's offered us a course, like a sewing course, which is amazing. So, Winter Wear Designs, Sew House 7, Little Rosy Cheeks, Beyond the Pink Door.
Andrea's here, isn't she?
I think she is, unless she's signed off now.
She's got bored.
Well, see you later, guys. I come to say hello and that. The Fabric Revival, Versa Fabrics, because obviously I twisted Tamlin's arm. I didn't really, she did offer, but I just like to make it sound good. Patterns and Pages. Now, Patterns and Pages is Becca, who she does the little pegboard.
I don't know what that is.
Pegs, but pegboard. She's here. Andrea is here. She's still here. She's not asleep yet. It's fine. So she's done the Avid Seamstress, So Different, Tammy, Handmade, Waves and Wild, How to Do Fashion. This is for makers. Stitch Crafts UK, Flat Battery Makes, Born Ella Fabrics. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Love Notions, Fatty Tea, Patterns for Pirates, Fabricologists, Sussex Seamstress, Pattern Union, and Pattern Pouch Nest, and the Gadsby Grain Line. Now, obviously, some of those will only be UK only, so not everybody will be sending them internationally, but we'll make sure when we do all the prizes that the ones that are international are allocated correctly. It just takes a little bit of
which is probably why we're not going to draw the winners live. Because
it makes it a bit difficult then if we pull somebody out the hat and go, oh, so-and-so's won this, and then we're like, oh, no, you can't have it. So not everything is international. There is a certain element of them. Obviously, the majority of them are UK-based, but we've got loads of PDF patterns this time as well, which is brilliant, and vouchers. So there's absolutely no reason why we
I think we did say we might go live to announce the winners, did we?
I think we kind of...
Not to draw, but to announce them.
We might. We'll let you know on that one. That's a really good excuse to do this. Oh, and Kristen from the Dahlia Society has signed on. Hi. Hello. It must be very early.
Must be early. I think it's about 7 o'clock, isn't it? It may be a bit later now. We've been on nearly an hour.
Have we really? How does that happen?
Andrea's saying she'll send international. She sends international all the time.
Bless her.
Bless her. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's a few people that will, and there's a few that won't. But obviously, we will make sure that whichever way around it is, that we kind of sort all of that. So
So have you got a favourite free pattern that you want to talk about?
I've made a few free patterns.
Cut that segue.
Over to you, Ruan. I've made a few, but only obviously since I watched your Frugal Friday vlogs, to be honest. I must write on the bottom of your thing, oh my God, I'm going to make that every time, and then I forget. I need to actually start writing them down in my book, because I don't think until I was watching your channel I really understood how much was actually out there. So I've started making more free patterns since then. So the one I've probably made the most of is the turtleneck, Monroe turtleneck by Tessuti Patterns. I love Tessuti Patterns. I've made the Mandy Boat tee as well.
That pink one's can't go wrong.
It's
absolutely gorgeous.
You just can't go wrong. And it's like you said with that boxy tee, literally no time at all. I've made the Stellan tee as well by French Navy. I've made the wide strap maxi dress from Peppermint Magazine, which
we both made that.
Love that.
Highly recommend that.
I've made that a couple of times now.
Designers. It's the white strap maxi dress is available on Peppermint Magazine, but the design was it in the folds? Is it in the folds?
I think it is. It's either that or the Barden dress that is. Can't remember. Or one of them's common stitch as well.
One common stitch, definitely not. No, not done any of those.
That's too much detail, isn't it?
Really?
Maria's just saying, I missed the beginning. Is it one entry? You can enter as many times as you want, as long as it's on a separate post on Instagram, please.
Inaya is just saying, how do you enter? It's on Instagram, Inaya. So if you just post on the 31st using the hashtag SoFrugal22 on the 31st of March, and you will be entered. We just put everybody's name in a hat, and we will draw it out then. So we won't be announcing the winners on the 31st.
No, it's going to take us some time as that. We'll let you know when we're going to be doing that. But we can. you can enter as many times as you want. If you want to make 30 items, crack on.
Crack
I mean,
on.
you will be crazy if you do.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want to do that, then crack on. I think, you know, a lot of people entered more than once last year. Some people entered up to, I think the most I saw was 6.
Was there?
And I think that was actually one of the ladies that won a prize.
Was it
maybe 6 dresses? You're not allowed a prize. Stop it. Watch you set up like a pretend Instagram account. Like blur out your face for your
put a pineapple on the face. So a couple of favourite resources before we go for free patterns for those who are saying they're struggling to find them. Peppermint magazine mentioned before, that they're great, and yeah, there is the option to pay, but you don't have to. It is free forever. One tab I've got open now, Mood Society. Yeah, having a few problems.
Yeah, I think somebody else had said, I don't know if it was Shirley actually, said something about struggling with the Mood Society website, and I was as well, but you've logged in through your computer and done it no problem through Google Chrome, haven't you?
Google Chrome, so if anybody's having problems, just try a different way.
Yeah, so I struggled with that, but I'll let you know about that if I manage to, if I log on from home tomorrow and have a good look at it on my actual iPad rather than Halesmore's saying she gave up with Mood. It's just trying to it's one Lisa Shaw saying use Chrome. I think that's what it is, because I was getting frustrated because they have got they've got plethora
Get you
free patterns.
You can still say
I'm doing well at that. Oh, and Shirley's saying she got in by desktop as well. So it looks like
just try different names. But they're still there, and they've just brought out the live pants.
We were just looking at that, weren't we?
I'm not sure that we could buy them,
but they're lovely, but not us. But not for us.
No, I'll be tripping over them flares.
They are really nice though, but I've said if you're gonna have big flares, you need them to be tight on your butt, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Shirley's just saying broad in the seams blog for curvy size inclusive free patterns.
Absolutely.
And so sustainability, we reposted her stuff last year as well. Absolutely. She's got a good blog of resources. So easy. They've got loads of free patterns. Again, there's the option to pay via Ko-fi or whatever you want to call it, but you don't have to. And who else did I have written down there? Fabric store.
Yes, I was looking at them.
Miss the S of fabric. If you Google fabric store, you'll get every fabric store in the area. Persevere and you'll find it. They do design for linen,
but you could use other, I was looking at one of their shirt patterns the other day, actually, thinking how nice it was. In fact,
and it's actually quite nice to see them sewn in different fabrics. It's really
they've got a lot of free patterns as well. They're probably on the after Mood Society, aren't they, for the number of free patterns? But they're a really good one as well.
Somebody's saying about the Galaxy Tee there. It's a lovely pattern.
Adam's saying they've sewn up loads of them apparently. He's
Yeah.
also saying Mood's jumpsuit is epic. Like that.
Oh, so who's done the jumpsuit? Moods. Right.
Adam's saying he's done the jumpsuit. So. But there's so much. If you actually just Google free patterns on the internet, it's just it is a rabbit hole though. Get ready. But that's really you need your drink in hand, don't you? And a good hour or two. But to do
mean, this is why we're sort of putting the blogs together, because of the vlogs. Because obviously, people will either choose a theme. They might decide to do trousers or t-shirts, or they might say, well, I'm going to an event and I want something for an event, or something like that.
Kids patterns or men's patterns or whatever.
Plus size, or there's so many different parameters. So it'd be really interesting to see what everybody comes up with.
Definitely. I think it's going to be really really good. I think you put your top tips.
They only have one. I thought you might join in with that one.
Sorry. Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, my top tip is, if you're struggling, start with your fabric. If you've got that fabric that's been stuck in your stash for months and months, grab that and start that. And
I think it's really important to know in your stash as well. I'm going through a bit of a process at the moment, which is horrendous, and I wish I'd never started. But I'm cataloguing all of my stash fabric at the moment. I know. I wish I'd never started, but I'm halfway through now, and I've just got to see it through. But I think that's quite key, because now I can, even if I just saw a pattern online, now I can go, I know what type of fabric, have I got anything that's I've got enough of, whereas before I'd be dragging pieces out, trying to work it out. Can't do that.
Yeah.
But the other thing as well I think is a good tip is, have a think about the type of garment you will wear. Try not to make something that just because it's free. At the end of the day, this is stash fabric that we've had for quite some time. We want to make good use of it. So try and think of a pattern that you would really, really like to make and that you'll get use out of, rather than making something just for the sake of it. I think that'll be easier this year because we're opening it up to everything rather than just dress patterns. But for example, I've been looking at kind of what type of outfit I would like and then trying to search for those specific things, because otherwise sometimes
you get overwhelmed.
Yeah, you can get overwhelmed. So try just to narrow it down a little bit. I think that'd be my top tip, really, because that's the way I've managed to do it this time round. Yeah. Although I'm not fully prepped for my video or anything yet. But anyway.
Rachel said, can you imagine trying to catalogue mine?
No, I cannot. No, absolutely not.
No.
It might take quite some time.
Yeah.
Anna from You Got Me Stitches said she's eating Frugal.
So I think that's it. Oh, we just mentioned, we've kind of pinched the So Frugal hashtag from JJ at the Camden Stitch.
We did.
We
asked permission.
She did a So Frugal 2019, which I entered actually, on Instagram only. She did a video about it, and she said, yeah, that's absolutely fine, but would you mind mentioning my videos? And they are a really, really good resource for anybody who's looking to sew more frugal. That is my channel, obviously, but she's got loads of ideas on there as well. So she did, she's put a lot of work into it and comparing prices and things like that. Might be a little bit out of date now because things have gone up a little bit.
But I think the basics, the fundamentals of it. So go and check the Camden Stitch out and have a good look at everything that she's been putting out in previous years as well. So
she said, Pippa's saying, I've never worn my frugal frocks from last year if I have to have a little more freedom.
I think some people have done that.
For dresses,
and that's the kind of last thing we want actually to happen. We don't want you to drag your fabric out from your stash and then never wear it.
So Pippa, your challenge then is to upcycle that and make something out of it.
And Granny's sewing room said, I decided to make something I will wear every week. Yeah. I might have to mix and match a couple of free ones together. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, that's fab.
Yeah. And Adam said he loves the Camden Stitches videos. And she has a dukey like me, Hales and Sherry.
All right.
I might be joining your gang soon, Adam. That's all I'm going to say.
Right, we've been going over an hour here. We better shut up. Has anybody else got any more questions before we go?
Yeah, we'll just talk. We'll put a musical interlude in.
We're running dry.
I'm running dry. What's going on?
So I think we've covered everything, have we? Oh, vloggers up. Tomorrow we've got Shirley and Alex. So that's So Fabricate and Alex Duke Sews. Sunday we've got Sharon Sews, who was going to do it on the 8th of March. She's got her dates mixed up a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, she's been planning her video at the side of the pool. Not jealous at all.
Whatever.
Marie made this. That's on the Sunday. On Monday we've got Hales Moore and Megan G Makes. Tuesday, Adam Sews and Michelle again. Good partnership. Wednesday we got Rosie Sews, Modern Vintage, and Claire who makes things. Thursday Beyond the Pink Door, Andrea who's in there, and the one Lisa show. And Friday, it's me.
Which you Friday?
And Lexi from the Brunchy Girls. Oh bless her! I don't think she's here tonight.
She is.
Oh,
she's put their hi from down under.
She made it. Yay! She was watching us at 7 o'clock this morning, I think. Wasn't she?
Bless.
Is that
yeah. She was like, why is nobody on this live? Why am I here waiting?
Let's say I can't do time zones. I've got to have somebody else in charge.
Honestly.
So good partnership that. Yeah.
Hale says she needs to film hers ready for Monday. Yeah. Come on, Hales, it's Friday. I would never leave anything to the last minute.
No, not you. No.
I'd never do anything like that. You're welcome, Anna. She's just saying thank you for organising this again. Yeah, it's just really weird this time because obviously last time we did it all virtually.
Yeah.
I mean, you did ring me once. She used her fat fingers and she rang the. What did you press? You pressed the button on WhatsApp for video, and I answered, and I was just getting ready, and you were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You rang me." You were like, "Did I?"
I don't understand how these things work.
So last time we've kind of done it all from not even seen each other, so it's quite nice this time.
Lexi's saying, because she's in Australia, do I put my video up on your Friday the 25th? Yes.
Yes, if you don't mind, that would be brilliant. If you don't mind, love, that'd be great.
Yeah, and you're already on Saturday and we're still
FRUGALTEE, so she's celebrating with a cream egg.
Well, you give up.
I did have a cream egg yesterday.
Oh, I can't stand you.
Oh, what?
I can't stand you.
I don't think we can be friends.
You can have mine.
Even better. Two for £1. That means I can have both. I don't even have to share them. Right. Are we going to wrap up then?
Yeah, we're going. Yeah.
Oh, Mims is saying there's only 11 likes on this video. Come on now, people. Yeah, start clicking that button.
I'm not here for the likes. I'm not bothered.
We've done well. We actually hit over 300 people at one point.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
We've
all gone home now.
We're really worried. We're going to sat here on our own, weren't we? Hi everybody. Nobody be here, but you've all joined us, which is
thank you everybody for coming, because we were a bit nervous.
We were a little bit nervous, but it's
gone
all right.
Yeah, it's gone all right.
We've done all right, haven't we?
Yeah. Right, we'll go.
Andrea, thank you for an entertaining hour every Sunday. I don't know how you do it. That's all I'm going to say. You're an absolute amazing woman. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you all really enjoy March and you start watching all of the vloggers from tomorrow.
Don't start until.
Police are here. Police is here.
We'll be there.
Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Yes, we do.